Alright, hey everybody, and welcome back to the second episode of Knights of Pen and Paper 2 for D&December. And if you're wondering why we're back on the beginning game screen, it's because I wanted to show you something at the start of today, and that is the game room. Now, when we're playing this adventure, everything around us is in our mind, and we're actually still playing in this game room, which means we can unlock different types of tables. Glass tables, gold tables, and they all have special abilities. So if you get the Sacred Table, your shield action restores 5 health and 5 energy. If you get the Stone Table, enemy damage reduction -2. The Glass Table, find more special encounters. And the Gold Table is charms become available as item drops. So you get a bunch of cool stuff by doing this. You can also get arcade cabinets at the side there. You get an arcade machine, rock, paper, scissors simulator, light gun arcade, pinball, pachinko, and they'll all give you different things. So you can also get a sofa. And all these things are cumulative, and they use your gold that you get in-game, so you can farm for these right off the gate if you wanted to, and start getting a bunch of these things. You can also get like a little bowling game that says table hockey, but we all know that's top corner hockey, baby. Top corner is the best kind of hockey. The robot arena, mini golf course, race car track, different rugs as well. We got the superhero rug, bamboo yoga mat, bearskin rug, the confuser. TV set, board game rack, weapons rack, physics project, labeled dresser, a labeled dresser, and you've got like board games that you can get here, your miniatures game, your Go set, your poker table, your block tower, your dice collection, dice collection would be nice to have out. But so those are just things that you can actually decorate this room with to give your party stats. So we're going to go ahead and choose our wonderful Surfer Paladin and our Goth Cleric and continue our adventure. So here we are. Also, I have no idea why it's just my regular mouse today. Couldn't fix it, so we're just going to have the regular mouse. I'm sorry if that's a little jarring, but I spent 25 minutes trying to figure out why each time I loaded up the game, it wouldn't give me my regular cursor for the game. So, sorry about that. Thank you so much. The water is much clearer already. Oh, that's Jamie Heineman from Mythbusters. Hello, I've traveled many days and I'm in need of refreshments. Here you are, fresh and pristine river water for our special guest. Quest done. So, this game is going to be full of fourth wall breaks and just incredible, wonderful cameos by celebrities and whatnot. So keep an eye out for those. And if you see any that I don't call them out below. So we got Passive Faith. We could do that. Could also gain our sweet buff to threat. So when we attack, we get that sweet plus threat. So our paladin will be the most threatening. Let's see, Divine Judgment, target takes 3 damage. Yeah, that only deals about 9 damage, though. It is magic, though, so... Radiance, 2 energy, yeah, we'll keep doing up Radiance, because we don't really need to get Purge up, because we've got the heal so far. And the passive's good. We have 15 money now, though. Do we have enough to purchase something? A shield! For the fair... Oh, no, she can't use a shield, because she's got the staff. Well, you know what? We'll just have to take on our next quest so we can earn some money. Let's go ahead and do a side quest quickly. Let's do Fetch Apples, a fetch quest. Collect items dropped from monsters and gain 50% more gold. So let's see what they have us want to do. Whoa, you are in the most highest of armor-classed armors there, Eve. Hello there, could you help me get some apples? Isn't this a bad idea? A villager in need of apples? Surprising. I'm a vegan and suddenly mad for apples. There's a lot in the roadside orchard near Meadows, please? Why not? So then we have to travel back to the Meadows, which is here, and hopefully we will not be... we're going to be attacked. We've not rolled quite well on our journeys out so far, but there are ways you can modify that to make it so you actually get better rolls when you do encounters, and I think if you roll a 20, something good happens. Enemy quantity bonus. Nice. So where are our apples? So we need 5 green apples from monster drops as part of the quest. So quest item drops from Vipers, huh? Well, let's get crazy and not do 5, but let's do 4. Because I have the hubris. I have all of the hubris. And we shall win. No, oh, critical poisoned. Well, hopefully we can keep that up. Let's take on the big boy and raise our threat. Bam! Don't you bite me. And then we can take on this guy here, because if we can go first, at least, well, we'll be going first and third. No guarantee on that. Let's just attack the big guy here. There we go. We should be fine now. And I see our surfer has purged himself of his own disease, his own poison. So he's good thanks to his passive effect. Yeah, righteous! Gonna stab the snake! And then we bop it with the cleric, and hopefully we get a good amount of apples here. Green apple times 4, wonderful. Got a lot of experience for that as well, so we have to go ahead and hit the quests one more time. And let's throw in 3 snakes, and why not? A couple troglodytes in the back there, just for funsies. Ooh, we're going second with our cleric though. So let's see here now. We could bash the snake in the front. Bam! Bahooched. And we can paladin. Yeah, we should paladin. Do our guiding strike. Oh, do we not have enough mana for the guiding strike? Oh no, we didn't have enough energy for the guiding strike. I thought we did. Well, I guess I am the one who is the idiot. Either way, we'll kill that guy so we can go first and second. We'll just bop this snake. It'll be real easy. These troglodytes and snakes ain't got nothing on us. Oh, he stunned me? Oh no, I have been stunned. Doesn't matter, we got it debopped. The bizzle debopped. I also like the look of the DM in the front. He's just, I don't know why, he's just so charming. He's a charming DM. So we go leveled up again on our paladin. So what should we do? Should we increase our lay on hands or maybe get smite? Attack with 104% damage. Your target and adjacent enemies are influenced with weakness. Yes, we should. We should get the weakness because weakness is good. Weakness will lower their body, which lowers their damage and their defenses. It'd be good. It's just gonna be a good time. Trust me on that one. Y'all can trust me on that one. I've played RPGs before. I think I know what I'm talking about. Okay? Okay? Thank you. Awesome. You'll never believe this, but I met a reptile and it gave me a red apple. I thought you wanted green apples. Was this all for nothing? Well, we'll eat them by ourselves then. Fruit salad! Green apples have a good nutritional value and they're tasty too. Also, they are the most righteous of apples. Boring. Loincloth party! Wow, we got a loincloth. Cool beans. Let's see if we can't actually... Is that an armor or an... Ah, it is an accessory. A ring, which probably should be like armor if anything, but whatever. It's a loincloth. Do we have anything to sell? Perhaps. Health restoration, we could sell the lettuce. We'd get 4 for that. Not... Oh, actually, we have enough for the armor. So let's buy the armor. Because we want to make sure that our party members are well-equipped before going out on our next adventure. So let's use our derp, D-E-R-P, our main quest. I know you are busy, but could you help, please? Us with another tiny problem like my grandma? Because apparently I can read. Sure. It's not like the world will fall into ruin in the meantime. Well, actually... The summoning circle is the pride of our small village, but recently there have been some issues with it. The Paper Knight gang is causing serious interference in its magical energies. The summoning circle must be 100% clean to resonate at the correct ethereal frequency. Find an ancient summoning circle polishing artifact, the derp. You're calling me a what? Not you, dat energy ring purifier. He said dat. Please find the derp and help us clean the summoning circle. So we need to head to the vault. And we're gonna roll a 2. Oh no, a 16. Safe travel. Nice. What do you got for us, DM? The vault is an anti-magic shelter built by the Dark Dwarves after World War III. World War III? I thought this was supposed to be a fantasy campaign. Actually, it's the Third Wizard War. In these days of dark fantasy, we need an apocalyptic twist. Is someone still living in here? This place looks rather clean. You see a gang of spectral characters approaching you. Whatever they are, they don't like your muddy boots. Kill 5 unseen servants, eh? Well, how many can we take on? We can do it. We can take on 5 ghost maids. Let's go! Especially since we got all that sweet armor. 2 damage? Get popped. Y'all want to go? You want to do it? Yeah, guess what? You think you're cool? Get popped. We're number 1 and number 2, baby. It says so right here. Bam, number 1, number 2. Cleric's always number 1. Always protect your cleric. Whether it be through brute force or magical assistance, always protect your cleric. You bop. Ghost maids ain't got nothing on me. GG. That's very polite of them. GG. So let's see. We have... Could take 1 in Divine Judgment, but I'm still kind of trying to avoid that. We're still good for Restoration, because it's most of our health right now. Let's go ahead and just up our passive, so we can be like a mana battery, essentially, for our party when we get new people. So what do we have? At last, or as the last servant dematerializes, a big D falls to the floor. You have collected the first part of the dirt. Oh yeah! Righteous! And level up for the Paladin! Maybe not want his passive, but let's increase his ability, because sooner or later that body debuff will become greater and greater, thus weakening people more and more. So that E of the Derp, slay monsters and gain 50% more XP. The Dark Dwarves convinced all the bankers of Paperos to invest in their leprechaun bonds. Then it turned out that the pot of gold was empty and all the banks went bust. What happened to the Dark Dwarves? They fled Paperos to avoid prosecution. I bet the cashiers are still around and about to attack us any moment now. Undead cashier, hand over your bank books. Sorry, but all our cash is in electronic form. Do you accept e-gold? What is that? No, we already have an E. An E, you say? We'll be needing that right away, my good sir. So we gotta kill 5 of these undead cashiers, huh? Babuchis. Gonna take it on. Boom, get bopped. Oh! Oh! You did not get bopped. Instead, you did the opposite of getting bopped. You survived. So let's see here now. We could Bizzle Bop. Just quick Bizzle Bop, that's all we need. Just a tiny little bit of Bizzle Bop. Actually, let's see. Let's go... No, let's kill this guy in the front. Ooh, not kill. Because we have that one debuff ability, which I probably should have used in the first attack, but I wasn't thinking right. So here we go. We're going to use the Smite, and it's gonna... Ooh, super effective. Haha, they have been afflicted with the weakness. Oh, they recovered. Dang it. You should have that roll at the end of your turn, jerk. Haha, he is still weakened. Weakened by the fact that he is not good. What is this? Purge? How much does Purge cost? 15 energy? Oof. This only costs 11. Alright, we'll do it. It'll also give him 5 energy back. So why not? We'll attack this guy. Boom, bahoochies. And then we'll attack with this guy, with our goth cleric. It's perfect. It's wonderful. It's a great little time. We weren't in any danger. We had the health. Ooh, we got hand wraps, damage +1. Very nice. Very nice indeed. So at any time you can click your characters to bring up the inventory and equip all your stuff. You can also eat. Yes, I would like to use the lettuce. Look, their mouths are even open. When they can eat stuff, their mouths are like, ah. So you just feed it to them. And there you go. You fed your characters. They are good. Always keep your party healthy, man. You rip the giant E from the transparent grasp of a cashier now that you have the second part of the derp. Awesome! You are such good investigators that I added a new investigate button for you. You can use it to search areas for extra loot and secrets. Ah, yes, the other mechanic of this game. You can search areas for hidden stuff or special encounters if you have like a quest or something that you need to be doing in that area. So passive, we could buff the passive. Actually, we've been leveling up quite a bit, so let's buff this up to 3. There we go. So we now do 39 health each time we heal. So it'll be a full heal every time we have to use that. Maybe we should only ever have to buff that up every couple levels, it seems. So let's investigate the area. So clues found. Find 2 clues to unlock this chest, 5 clues, and 11 clues. So why not? Let's investigate. Oh man! Didn't find anything. Alright. Yeah, I got a 19 +1, baby. And then we gotta do one more. This is costing us money to do, but you know what? Yeah, we're getting it! Nailed it. So in each area, you can keep spending money to unlock the treasures found here. So let's see if we can't get some up to 5. Oh, of 1? Oh, come on, man. Don't be that way. A 1 and a 2? Come on, what is up with this? You're rolling worse than my friend. Double 15s. Nice. Rolling worse than my friend, who always seems to roll 1s. So we could go for 11, but you know what? Let's just take our winnings here and see what we have. What is this red stone? Health plus 5, you say? Well, let's give that to the paladin, who's the tankiest of all boys. Well, let's feed him another alm, so he's up to full health. And let's take on aiming for derp. Battle and fight an arranged battle, shall we? A cleaning closet in the back wall opens with a crash. The Toxic Scavenger. Or Scavenger, but it's the Toxic Avenger, but Toxic Scavenger. What's all this commotion about? That's the man the village elder told us about. His summoning failed. With that face, I would escape to the forest too. So, accepted your cruel fate, or angry at the world? Angry! Violently angry! So we're attacked by, I guess, the tellers of the vault, the bank. Uh-oh, confuse it. Your targets are randomly selected among the enemies and allies. Recovery mind roll. Oops. Well then, let's see if we can't bizzle-de-bop. I guess we failed the mind roll. Let's make sure we have the threat on our paladin, because I think the Toxic Scavenger hits like a hits like a big bahoochie. So let's heal this up. Oh no, I healed them! Wrong guy. You're not supposed to do that. It's rude. Running out of HP. Oof. That ain't good. Come on, you have the mind. You should be making these saving throws. Come on. Gotta try it again. There we go. Nailed it. There. Now, hopefully we don't get one OHKO'd. You still haven't recovered from that, huh? Well, fine then. We'll bop him with a smite. Get bodied. Weakness, baby. Don't you make that. Hey, take it easy. This is my only scene, so I'm gonna make it count. No, you're not. You're weak. Get out of here. Yes, finally recovered from the weakness. I could have probably used cleanse, but then I might have still just healed the other team. Haha, you are still weak. You are so very weak. I now get bopped. Toxic Scavenger. Got a dagger and a bit of gold. Nice. Continue, and a level up for the paladin. He's catching up finally. So we could go ahead and level up this, which would give us the resistances now go down to -2 for their saving throw rolls, which I really do enjoy. So there we are. That's all good. And just, I haven't been doing it so far this episode, but the D&D tip of the day is sometimes debuffs or control magic is better than straight up damaging. So that's the D&D tip of the day. Sometimes your spells like Grease or, Root or Entangle, things like that, things that don't necessarily directly cause damage but have secondary effects, are usually sometimes a little bit better to keep in your back pocket for special occasions. And by special occasions, I mean most occasions where you'd have to fight. Because you can just be all upfront about doing all the damage, but eventually you're going to find something that, would have been a little bit of a difficult path to try and brute force your way through. Sometimes finessing things by causing saving throws to be rolled is the better option than just trying to beat through something's resistances. So there you go, there's the D&D tip of the day. Just pretty much that's just a regular, just a general RPG tip of the day, so I hope you enjoyed that one. Apply that to all of your games. Add a little bit of extra flavor other than just being the glass cannon. As the scavenger falls to the ground, you hear him whisper, "Eek." Did he say EK? Those are not the letters we were looking for. Poor scavenger, rest in pieces. R.I.P., close enough. We can take that extra I as improved. What? That was it! Now return to the spawn point village. So we collected the derp. So let's travel back. Actually, we've got 78 gold, and we've got all the treasure. Let's see if we can't investigate and get this last treasure here, because I think it might actually be a decent treasure. Yeah, there we go! And we're about halfway there. We're only halfway there. Whoa! Investigating there. A dirty vault, we'll make it, I swear. Copyright, I don't care. That was bad, I'm sorry. I rolled with it because I was having fun. All we need is one double roll. Come on, 17? 10. Oh, come on, don't be like that. The paladin's winning, cleric, come on. Of course the cleric clutches for that last clue found. And we have a jumpsuit. All right, let's check out what the jumpsuit does. Damage reduction +2. Damage reduction +4, but energy -10. Do we have... We could actually go and place that on the cleric. Now she's using less energy when she needs to. So let's go ahead and head back to town. Aha, we made it! Just barely. And also rest. Ooh, always rest. Keep your spirits high. And your energy, your body and mind in a good position, or else you might get bopped. And you know what? Don't get bopped. Hooray! We have a signal again! And that extra I made it even better. I-derp? It's the I-derp. With the summoning circle back in action, you can add more characters to the group. Just click the chair. Wonderful! We now have more available slots for the party. I believe now you can actually, like, swap around your party and stuff. I think you may actually need to get to the first tavern before you can do that. So we can add a character for 10 money! Wonderful. I'm thinking we might want a rich kid, because he gets us extra gold. We have an extra trinket slot for the lab rat. The hipster, shop items become available earlier. That's pretty cool, but the jock would be also pretty awesome. But I think I want a rich kid here. A rich kid thief, maybe? Or a hunter. Ooh, I like hunters, but I don't think I usually pick thieves. And then an elf, probably. Dwarf or a human. Elves, and what is the passive for the elf? Energy +20? Yeah, okay, we'll do that. We'll make this guy the money dude, and we'll add him to the party for 10 coins. And there we go. He's now pretty decently equipped because we had some items in our inventory. Question of the day. What is your favorite melee weapon in RPGs? And that can be applied to D&D, right? Or it can be anything. And try to keep this pretty simple, right? Don't make it like a legendary weapon. Make it sort of like, is it a broadsword? Is it a great axe? Is it a dagger? Sort of like your general type of weapon, not necessarily what is your, favorite weapon in a specific term, if that makes sense. So like, because my favorite type of weapon is probably axes and great axes. I don't know why, I just love the choppy motion of them and like just that threat of having the axe. I think they're cool. So here's a great axe, actually a war axe. Here we go. We're starting to get into some of the more expensive items. We can also afford extra shields and whatnot. So we could also do the Warhammer, which is threat +2 as well. Damage +2, threat +2, and it can inflict stun. That might be a good one to buy, or we could help fix up our... Ooh, the dagger actually gives threat +1. Ooh, I might not want that on the thief, but the thief has some items to get rid of his threat. But we also have trinkets that we haven't been paying attention to. I forgot about the trinkets tab and the consumables tab. I have forgotten completely about all these tabs, and I shouldn't have. So let's go ahead and see what we can get for trinkets. Threat -1 might be good. We have initiative +1, threat +1. Actually, let's go to the paladin. Maybe buy that threat +1 handkerchief there. Nailed it. We can also scroll down to some of the more expensive ones, like the energy +15, energy and spell damage, health, initiative -1, but damage reduction. That might be good for a paladin. Damage +1 and damage reduction +1. That might be good for the thief later on. But we're just going to focus on some of the smaller ones here. Threat +2. Ooh, threat +2 might have been good. We probably should have bought that instead of the handkerchief. Now that I think about it, +2% extra XP. Damage reduction +1, critical +1, threat -1. Ah, yes, we want the glasses. Because remember, you never hit a goth cleric with glasses. That's just rude. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's rude. So we have damage +1, health +5. Do we have one that gives energy +5? There we go. There's an energy +5. So let's buy that. I know I keep clicking and dragging and it's not equipping, but that's fine. So we've got that guy done, and now let's get the thieves. We want the threat reduction on the thief as well. We also want some damage. And what else? Initiative? Now he's good for initiative. +1% extra gold. 1%'s nothing right now. We could give him +2% extra damage, but then he'll have nothing else. So I kind of want to get him... Let's give him plus 1% extra, or plus 1 extra damage, and then plus 5 extra health. And there we go. So now our team is fully equipped for now. I mean, we're going to get some more equipment and some more money next time so we can beef these people up, because I believe the next character we have to get is 80. But I'm thinking I might do a little grinding, because there's something else I wanted to show you here. It wasn't there. It was up. No, it wasn't there either. Where was it? The magazine. That's what I clicked. I was going to say it was one of those 2 or 3. It was the magazine. So you can actually go to the Paperos News and check out a bunch of flavor text and some adverts for other games that are being worked on and all that. But if you go here to like the modern dungeon, you can actually buy items to order from these dungeons, including new players like the exchange student and the new class Warlock. Revel in the dark side of magic by expanding some of your own life source. Steal life, reanimate the dead, spread blight, and summon dangerous demons to aid you. And then also quests. So there are quests, classes, and everything to unlock here, so I think we might take a look and see what classes there are. If anything, there's also DLC that you can buy. Some of them do cost real money, please be aware of that. Right, the bomb modification, the permanent effect, right, the bomb modifications, the recipe of the pack gives you access to the attack consumables of Rotten Tomato, Giant Bomb, and Virulent Bomb. Just a bunch of cool extra little stuff you can get by checking that magazine. So thank you all for joining me on this episode of Knights of Pen and Paper 2 here on Bite Size Beefs for D&December. And thank you so much for sticking with me. And if you enjoyed the episode and want to keep up with these adventurers and their adventure, please go ahead and click subscribe, hit like, and answer down below the questions of the day, and let me know if you're finding these D&D tips helpful, or RPG tips I should say, because they apply to a lot more than just D&D. Let me know if you're finding them helpful, and I'll keep doing them if you do. But until next time, take care everybody.